I was about to say another beautiful day here at the farm, but wow.
Look at this thing, it's in awesome shape.
Well, I mean, it looks in awesome shape, yeah.
Plus it comes with its own case of beer.
Oh, wow.
Woo! Make sure you put that on Kijiji, because that thing will be for sale. Hey.
Just looking at this green machine. These wear plates, this one, and there's one up here that we saw, are getting replaced because they've been wearing as their job state. Can't do anything until we get those. Then comes the fun part. Has been dying a lot lately. Needed to give it a boost. He's a little angry at it. So, we're gonna head up north, look at some wheat. The combine sits a couple more days, waiting for parts.
Well, that's interesting. Look at all that. There's a whole bunch of plants got nipped in half. I wonder if that's grasshoppers. Huh.
Maybe it's like a moose.
That's really, he's got good joints. Well, that's not a bug. I wonder if that's hail took that out. Looks like bug damage. Chomp chomp. Oh, there's one.
Oh, sure will be that. Happened a while ago, I guess.
Yeah.
How can you tell if it's hail?
Well, I've never seen hail on hemp before, but I'm guessing there's lots of marks on the stems, right?
All those,
see all those marks, and they're all facing that way. You'd think bugs wouldn't care, right? And that storm came from this way, so I think this is hail damage. That must have been quite the storm. Wow, that's a lot.
damn.
That's gotta be hail. It does smell good though. I like just taking some of the buds off and just.
What are you trying to smell like?
You?
Hippie? Well, I don't know what that means.
The wheat at this stage getting hailed on is usually pretty okay, but you can see it actually pop kernels out, right? Because the wheat was pretty dry. So
The hail hitting it
yeah,
popped out the kernels?
pops out the kernels. Didn't flatten it out, but and there are. Look.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
What else is here? Bring it on. But everything.
That is pretty wild though. I was golfing that day.
Yeah, that was the day the storm came and hit you
Yeah.
in the course.
Like 5 miles that way, but
Wow.
we didn't get hail.
And then like, yeah, so there's weeds and stuff. They want to spray to kill those. This is dead right. The low spots, like you're gonna come here and trample nice wheat just to kill a bit of weeds, and look how many weeds are growing. That's how dry it was. There's
Nothing but wheat.
but it also shows how good a good crop can choke shit out, right? Like winter wheat that comes up early.
This is what you have to do if you farm organic, just come and pull weeds, right?
Yeah, they call that going rogue. Just hands full.
Might take a while.
Holy shit, we should probably just move the yellow combine up here. My dad can just start chipping away.
Why it looks that good?
I think it's true on that. Hard as a rock. That's dry as dry can be. I think it's dry to even combine. So his argument is spray it so that we can kill the weeds and low spots, but like, why? We're gonna die when winter comes.
That's true, yeah.
If it's a low spot, you know, odds are pretty good you may not seed it anyways. So if 90% of your field is bone dry and ready to combine, why spray to kill a couple green patches of weeds like that? Or the odd low spot that has some of the green wheat. That'll all dry up.
So yeah, what do you think, bud?
Well, it's right. You can come combine it.
This was the first seeded winter wheat, right?
And we could come and spray it, and there might be like the odd little dip that has a little bit of green wheat in there, but this is bone dry. See, that's grasshoppers.
Oh, they just chew off the heads or what?
See, and this guy here, that's ergot. There you go. So that's a rye that got mixed in with the seed, and that's ergot. So ergot is this fungus that blows in from all the brome grass in the ditches, so you always see it more on the outside, but it really loves rye. This is a rye head that got mixed in with the wheat when you're cleaning. So that's an epitome of ergot. And what ergot does is it infects the head when it's flowering. So a while ago it blew in, infected the little seed spot, and this ergot fruiting body, then that guy, it's kind of like a mushroom almost. He'll explode and release spores, and they blow everywhere for next year. But these make people and cattle sick.
Oh.
Because it's got the same properties in it as like acid, pretty much. So they actually take ergot, they'll take these and they break them down, and they use that chemical to help treat psychoactive patients with like serious problems. They treat them with like basically LSD. Yeah, I did some reading on it, and it's pretty cool. So I wish I could sell all that ergot from the rye that we got cleaned a couple of years ago. They say if you eat one of those, you could go a little squirrely.
You've never tried it?
No, that'll be our next video. The end of the year ergot eating. Rye's really bad for it. Yeah, this is freaking, I'm combine this anytime.
Nice.
No spraying today. It looks like it's desiccated with no tracks in it. You know what?
Move it, chickens. There we go. Whoa. That's why they wanted to get out of there. So we don't need to spray the wheat up north. Just gonna straight cut it. But we need this guy. Probably should have taken it out before the canola grew, but hindsight. Come on, green bees. This hot diesel smell. It's looking all right. Keep going straight. Here we are.
Oh yeah, and it's a little bit of piddling too, put a new yield monitor system in this thing, so I gotta...
Well, good luck. Sounds good, bud. I'm taking this for a ride while Jeff tries to get that working. Whew. Thankfully there's AC in this bad boy. It is cooking today. Be a bit of a slow ride. We never did change our rice paddy tires to the slicks, so about a maximum of 10. Jeff's just taking the combine over to the winter wheat so we can get it sorted out with that yield monitor. Thanks, bud. Reminder slash how to, just a refresher basically on how to drive this from Randy. Now we're cutting wheat. Well, that didn't take long. Didn't even get to do a whole lap. And then this happened. That moves the knives back and forth, and I mean, what good is it without that, right?
I'm pretty sure I have new bolts like this in there, but
There were a few different bags, yeah. So the bearing is in here.
the bearing has to come off of here. Oh, shit. Broke the bitch. Well, you got a pipe wrench?
Had your Wheaties today, I guess.
And that's part of that other piece we took off. Let's have a look and see.
Like these two are supposed to be together?
Yeah.
Not that attached, oh.
Pretty sure.
It's the old one. There's a new one.
That's the top, so.
Yeah, does it sit on top, or how? That should just be flush with the bottom kind of thing?
It's got to go beyond. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. How to turn freely. Put it in far enough so that it's not touching anything. And
Oh, just on the...
yeah, like the bottom
outside.
doesn't matter. It just goes round and round.
Just the gap up top
Yeah.
there, kind of?
Yeah. You know, that's. I would say that's good enough.
Okay.
Knife goes. I believe it goes in between. Goes in between. Oh, do I need that screw?
Screwdriver?
Yeah. Here, Nick.
Well, it wasn't exactly the quick fix Randy and I were hoping for, but back swathing, back in the wheat. Repairs holding up. Looks good. It's gonna do it for tonight. Somebody's antsy.